So you're rubbing down on the neck in this motion. It helps with lymphatic drainage, and it also helps to stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps to relax you. So what I'm going to do now is come in with the cold handpiece. It'll help to soothe any redness, because that can leave the skin a little bit red. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on this oil that I made, and it's jojoba oil, it's rose hip, and it's got a tiny bit of frankincense in it as well. It really smells really nice. And all of that is just going to be gorgeous for your skin. It's going to love it. Okay, I'm just going to finish up with a head massage. Hi Melissa.
Hello, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Welcome to Glow Sanctum. This is my clinic. I've had it since June, and the facials have proved to be one of the most popular treatments here in my local area. I hope you enjoy the treatment today.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to go through some questions with you just to establish what your skin is to you, like how you perceive your skin to be, and what your normal skincare routine is every day.
Okay.
Would you consider your skin to be oily, sensitive, dry, combination? How do you perceive your skin to be?
I know it's combination, but it feels dry most of all. Like,
okay.
Especially around the cheeks.
The cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you get any oily bits in the T-zone?
I think so, because most of my breakouts are on the T-zone. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how often would you get breakouts normally?
Recently, not that often. Mainly just when I'm like due on.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of like the aftermath, like the scarring that's not really disappearing, so that's more of my concern.
Okay, so that would be something you'd like to tackle.
Yeah,
today.
definitely.
Okay. All right, well that's good. We can definitely do something for that. Some scars. Okay. And in terms of your daily routine, in the morning, what do you do? Run me through your routine if you have a regular one.
The mornings I kind of wash my face with a cleanser.
Right.
And then usually it's a little bit of vitamin C cream.
Which cream, sorry?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll put sun cream on top of that and rush out the door.
Okay. And what cleanser are you currently using?
It's like a CeraVe hyaluronic acid one, yeah.
Okay. And your vitamin C cream?
The Sunday Riley CEO serum, I think. The serum one, yeah.
Okay, the serum. So is a serum rather than a cream, or is it a cream with a serum?
It's like kind of like a lotiony vibe.
Okay. And did you say it was called Sunday?
Sunday Riley.
Sunday Riley.
Brand, yeah.
Okay, not familiar with that one. I'll have to look it up now.
Yeah, I'm a bit obsessed with it right now.
Okay. So. You like it then?
Yeah.
And in terms of your sunscreen, which one do you use and what factor?
So they're all factor 50, but I have quite a lot and I just sort of rotate around them. They're mostly Korean sunscreens.
Okay, fine.
Just kind of mix them every now and then.
All right then. And you wear those right through the winter then?
Yeah, it's just like my routine is always to wear it.
Okay.
Like
That's good. The dermatologist will approve. And in terms of your evening routine, can you run me through that quickly, if you have one?
Yeah, so usually it starts, I come out the shower and I'll put some form of hyaluronic acid on.
So do you wash your face first before doing that?
I kind of just rinse it in the shower.
In the
I
shower.
don't usually do another thing.
Okay.
Then I put that serum on because it feels really dry, and then would just usually kind of pack it with like hydrating things, and then sometimes I'll use like a retinol.
Yeah.
But not every day, because that is what kind of makes my skin go quite
dry
and peely.
Yeah.
But I also find I get less acne when I'm using a form of retinol. So
yeah, okay. All right. So when you say that you use the HA serum, and did you say you put any moisturiser on top of that as well, or?
yeah, I also have a moisturiser that's hyaluronic acid based, so I usually put that on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you shower, you rinse your face in the shower. How hot is the water, do you think?
Probably too hot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite hot.
Okay. So my suggestions for you, if you are getting breakouts and if you are getting the dry skin, there are some things that I can see here in your routine that could be slightly modified that might help.
Okay.
Worth trying, perhaps. So when you rinse in the shower, I would actually instead rinse separately with lukewarm water, because hot water is really going to dry your skin out.
Right.
It's going to aggravate any dryness that you already have, especially if you're using retinols. I understand you only use them occasionally, but definitely the hot water is going to aggravate that. So if you do it separately with lukewarm water, that would be good. Another thing is I would recommend using some kind of a wash, some kind of a face wash, your CeraVe one,
okay.
in the evening.
Right.
Because don't forget, you've got sunscreen on there that you've had on all day.
Yeah.
And whatever pollution that you've picked up by walking on the streets or getting on the tube, that all kind of will stick in there.
Okay.
And so if you're not washing that off until the morning, at night is when your skin really regenerates and it rebuilds itself. So it needs to be clean in order to do that properly. And then the HA serum or the hyaluronic acid serum and cream are perfect.
Great.
So yeah, stick with those. Yeah, very good. And in terms of your goal, you mentioned just some marks maybe that were there from
Yeah, they just
previous breakouts.
I tried to use the vitamin C and stuff to get them to slowly fade, but
Yeah.
it's just taking a long time. So
Okay, that's fine. Well, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use a vitamin C gel, and we'll be infusing that using the ultrasound, which will be really nice. But I'll also be doing lots of cleansing. I'll be doing an enzyme peel, which will help too. And something I would recommend for you in the future is to have a look at microneedling. That will really help with any scars that you have.
Okay.
Within 2-3 sessions, you'll find that has really cleared up a lot. So something to bear in mind for the future.
Definitely.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, thank you.
All right, should we get started?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so I'm going to start by doing a manual double cleanse. The products I'm using today are from the Clinicare range. It's a Swedish brand of professional skincare products, and they've got lots of active ingredients in them. So they tend to work really well. They tend to give really good results on professional treatments. And the next thing I'm going to do is use a foaming cleanser. This one is Dermalogica.
It smells so nice.
Yeah, it's really mild, but it has got that lovely... I feel like it smells sort of clean, doesn't it? So I'm just drying off your skin now before I do the enzyme peel. Have you ever had an enzyme peel before?
Is that the one where it's slightly tingly?
This one won't tingle, no. It's really interesting actually. It's the instant enzyme peel, which doesn't hurt at all and is definitely not stingy. And it works really quickly. But it's a great way to prep the skin before the rest of the facial, because it just removes that very top layer but without hurting at all. So I'm just going to leave that on there for a second, and when I come back in you'll even feel the top layer coming off under my fingers, which is quite an interesting experience.
Yeah, it doesn't feel tingly.
No, it feels like nothing really.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to come in now. I don't know if you can feel that. It's like little...
Yeah, I
little beads.
Yeah, that's your skin. It's like literally just it's the top dead layer. Yeah, it's nice to get rid of it now and again because it gives your skin a really nice, fresh base to absorb all the lovely things that I'm going to put on it.
How often would you recommend someone get a facial like this, where you're kind of peeling the skin off and adding new things in? Is it monthly or weekly?
Yeah, monthly for sure. You don't want to be doing it weekly. That would be too much. Yeah. Yeah, monthly is really good. And having a course of 4, even you'll really notice a difference in your skin just from that many. This is a hyaluronic acid toner that serves to clear off any last little bits and also prep and hydrate the skin before we do the hydrodermabrasion, which we're going to do next. I'm going to wear gloves for this bit. And if at any point it feels uncomfortable or the pressure feels too much, just tell me, because everything is adjustable.
Thank you.
Okay. Does that feel okay to you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's fine.
All right.
I guess it must help with the blocked pores.
It definitely does that, yeah. And there are 3 different serums that I use with it. So this one is the cleaning one. It's a gentle cleaning one. But there's also a hydrating one, which we'll use afterwards. But right now, we're just giving your pores a really, really deep clean. And the enzyme peel will have kind of loosened some of the skin and some of the sebum that's in the pores. So it's a really nice prep for this, so that when you then come in with the little hoover, it's able to take anything out that's ready to go. I'm just going to go down the side of your nose a little bit. The other side. Okay, what I'm going to do next is just go over the areas where you said you sometimes get breakouts, and just help to really clear those out. So is it on your chin and your nose and your forehead a little bit?
Yeah.
Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is the serum, so it will be a bit less sucky and a bit more hydrating. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this vitamin C gel, which will help to brighten your skin, and it's packed with antioxidants, so your skin's going to absolutely love it. And I'm going to use the ultrasound handpiece to allow it to penetrate deeper into the layers of your skin. So it feels quite cool at first, but then it warms up as I go along. So ideally after this facial, you don't do anything with your skin for 24 hours if you can bear it. And it means that all of these active ingredients and products stay on there working on your skin for that time. And you'll notice a definite glow in about 2 days' time.
one of your like favourite treatments to do as well, or do you have any others that you really enjoy?
I like doing all the treatments I have actually. I guess having this clinic is still quite new to me, so I just get excited whenever I have a client coming.
That's the best thing.
It is. Yeah, I mean, the facials are super popular. I think partly that's because just people nowadays just really want something relaxing as well. I think facials are about so much more than just the skin, actually. I feel like it's giving yourself some love, giving yourself some time and some attention. I know particularly women who have families, they give so much of themselves to their kids, to their husbands, to their work, and there's often very little left for them at the end of the day. So I think taking some of that time for themselves is like really important. It tells you that you're important and that you matter too, and it's okay to prioritize yourself sometimes as well. And that goes for any treatments, not just facials, but yeah.
I guess the term like self-care can feel a bit indulgent, but it really is necessary for people to kind of take the time to look after themselves and find the me time.
I think that's right, and particularly the people who ironically are the most giving and the most generous with their time and energy tend to direct it towards others before themselves, and sometimes they forget to direct it towards themselves and end up just neglecting themselves. I think that's really common, particularly for women, actually. Yeah.
I imagine a lot of people find this as a little chance to sleep as well.
Yeah. Honestly, people sleep here all the time on this couch.
So lovely warm.
One of my clients this afternoon had a peel and she fell asleep. Once I put the mask on, that was it. She was out and she woke herself up with a snore. And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean." I was like, "Don't apologise. I'm just really happy that you're so relaxed, that you're sleeping, you know." Right, what we're going to do next is, let's see, I'm going to use a mask which will really help for your skin in particular. So it's got loads of hyaluronic acid in it and other actives that will help to prevent breakouts and just to really soothe your skin. How does that feel?
That's lovely.
Okay, good. It's not too cold.
No, it's nice and cooling.
Oh, good, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ultrasound again over the mask to help it to penetrate your skin. And this works really, really well.
Have you always had an interest in facials, or?
I've always had an interest in skincare. Yeah. So I've been interested since I was probably 12 years old. I think I read about having a skincare routine in a magazine. So I actually grew up in Luxembourg. So the magazines I read were German ones. And this was a German magazine called Mädchen, which is a girl, basically, is what it translates as. And it talked about the importance of having a skincare routine. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll do that. And I got myself some cream cleanser and some toner and some moisturizer and some cotton pads. And from that day, I had a skincare routine from that day when I was 12. And I've done it every single night since then.
And did the products change, or?
Yeah, the products changed over the years. And actually, I found when I was that young, I didn't need the moisturizer. And then I kind of let go of the toner as well after a while. And I was like, oh, I don't need toner. And I just used the cream cleanser. And I still use a cream cleanser now. I feel like that just works really, really well, particularly for my skin. It seems to keep it balanced, and I hardly ever get breakouts or anything at all, actually.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is come in with the cold handpiece, and this is kind of like cryotherapy. And this helps to close the pores and soothe the skin. It will help to soothe any redness that might be remaining after the the Hydrodermabrasion as well, because that can leave the skin a little bit red. And this really helps to soothe. I'm just going to take your mask off now. This is a Clinicare moisturising essence, and this just helps to lock in all that, the vitamin C and the hyaluronic acid, and this contains even more hyaluronic acid. It just helps to moisturise. I'll get you to turn your head slightly. Okay. So you're rubbing down on the neck in this motion. It helps with lymphatic drainage, and it also helps to stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps to relax you. Really nice move that you can do yourself at home in the evenings when you're doing your cleanse. If you use a cream cleanser, and it's even easier because you can just use that as a sort of lubricant there.
does this also help with like draining the face and stuff? Or?
Yeah, it helps to drain it helps to stimulate your lymphatic system, which drains fluid, excess fluid. So, say if your face felt puffy after a long day, or sometimes people can get puffiness in their face from eating wheat, sometimes from dairy, sometimes just from not sleeping very well. And there are different moves on the face that you can do, but this one just pushes it down out of the face, then into the lymphatic system, so ready to be eliminated. But the vagus nerve here, stimulation is really, really nice for relaxation as well. So it's like a double goodness that you get from that move. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on this oil that I made, and it's jojoba oil, it's rose hip, and it's got a tiny bit of frankincense in it as well. It really smells really nice, and all of that is just going to be gorgeous for your skin. It's going to love it.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, it's really lovely, isn't it? I'm just going to finish up with a head massage, if you'd like that.
Sounds lovely.
Okay. Let's try and get some of this oil off my hands. Once you're done, Melissa.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.